Hi, my name is Anderson Rodriguez, and today we're going to be discussing the Louisiana Slave Database. The Louisiana Slave Database was created by Gwendolyn Hall beginning in 1984, and over a few decades, Hall and her research team worked diligently to retrieve and organize these records that were found in a parish courthouse. These records accounted for over 100,000 cases between the years 1719 and 1820. So for the abstract, in this presentation, I cover 5 variables, 3 of which are on display here. I developed frequencies for these variables using SPSS, which provided the statistical data that could convert the numeric into models of representation. These models are designed to help better understand the information given. Down here we have the data. The data consisted of 5 variables, one of which was language. The language meant what language the slaves spoke, and that could have either been English, Spanish, or French, which differed from Aflang, which was native language. And then we covered race of mom, which was the race of a slave mother. Age category was the age category of a slave, and then African region was the region in which an African was captured or came from. So in figure 1, we have the top 5 languages that were chosen to be represented in this bar graph. There were others, but these were the ones with the highest percentages. These graphs are scaled, and all graphs were scaled in percentage. Slaves were reported speaking the New Congo the most. This made sense as slaves were captured all throughout the coast into Central Africa, where Congo was located. Mande followed, then Gibe, and so forth. In figure 2, we have African regions, which showed where the Africans were taken from. Most of them came from Senegambia, which, as I stated previously, made sense because slavery covered the coast all the way up until the Central African regions. After that, you have Central Africa, and then Benin, and then and then you have Sierra Leone, then the Bight of Biafra. 1% was unidentified. In figure 3, we have the race of mothers of slaves. Majority of slaves were black. The second highest percentage was mulattoes, which were mixed between white ancestry and black ancestry, and then everything else was either Griff, Indians, or Quadrones. These results were important because it showed that the Louisiana Slave Database was a remarkable feat historically. It also signified that the numerics could be traced to someone's life, as these records gave very clear details of each person's lifestyle, whether they ran away, and what they did, what work they did. And eventually it shows where the Louisiana culture comes from. And in conclusion, the Louisiana Slave Database was an extraordinary compilation of historical data. It means that history doesn't have to dissolve, it can be recovered and be taught to others. It gives hope for future people who would like to trace their ancestry, and gives intricate details of how slaves made up and built the Louisiana and greater parts of the South. Thank you for your time.